Okay, sorry. I'm so weird. So this is my first vlog. I know, right? I've always wanted to do this one, so I might as well do this when I feel more comfortable. Yay. My name is Nusiba Jawa. I converted into Islam in the middle of March. So, and a week later, I decided to become a hijabi. So now I wear the hijab, mosque clothing, try to pray 5 times a day, doing all this stuff, which I'm really excited about because it's like, okay, I read the Quran, I read the Hadith, I'm learning my prayers, I'm trying to learn the courtesies, the do's, the don'ts. I'm going to the mosque. I'm meeting so many sisters. Like, it's ridiculous how many sisters I've met. Like, the first week, I think I met like 8 or 10. And then the second week, I met like 20 in one time because I went to my first halakha. And it's just like, whoa. I was looking into Islam for over 5 years. Like, I really started when I was in Iraq, whenever I met my good friend, and he was Muslim. And then when he gave his introduction about Ramadan, and he told everybody he was Muslim, I was just fascinated. And so then I was just like, oh, that's cool. So I tried to read the Quran a little bit, understand Islam more than what they taught us in training, and all this other stuff. And then it was just like, and then interacting with a lot of Muslims there in Iraq, I realized that, stereotypes are usually wrong. So with that, I decided that I was going to read up. On this process, though, I was going through a lot of stuff. Like, a lot of things. And a lot of stuff. Because while I was in Iraq, I was raped. Then I got divorced when I was in Iraq. Then I came home and there was no home for me. Then I got into a dating relationship, and then that was great. And I went up and down. Then I came to TCU, and finally I was stable. And then, of course, that relationship went to poop. And then I went to another relationship with, he was a Muslim. And then, he introduced it to me here and there, but like, I didn't really take his word for it. So I was just going off of what I felt like was right. And then November, I hit rock bottom. I had money saved, blew it on alcohol, blew it at parties, didn't go to school, had to see my therapist all the time. It was just horrible. And I finally got a grip of life in December. I was crying like a baby to my parents. I'm like, I need to come home. I came home. I finally was just like, Quinn, okay, basically, you've done everything. Not really everything, but you know what? Like, a lot, okay? And you need to figure out where do you want to go from here? You need a foundation. You can't progress, try to be a leader to people, be a speaker to people. You can't lead people if you don't have your own foundation. So that's whenever I told people I was going on a spiritual journey. And the reason I put it in quotations like that was because majority of people, because I was Christian, thought I was basically trying to get deeper in faith in my Christian faith. But I'm like, no. I just really looked into Islam more. And I just didn't want anybody to try to give me their 2 cents. This is for me. I researched it. I compared Judaism with Christianity with Islam. And I compared them all. I tried to read all of them. And I hit the notes that I was really intimate with. And I fell in love with Islam. Because it's more and more questions I asked, more answers I got, and the more secure in my decision I became. So then I was just like, this is great. So then I did my shahada. My family came to support me, which was really awesome. I really was scared that they wouldn't because, my whole family are Christians. Like, everybody's in the church. There's three pastors. My mother's actively involved in the choir. My dad helps with programs. Like they're in it. And my whole family's in it. And so I was really thinking like, okay, great. People are going to freak out about it. Which, of course, I told my cousins and she freaked out about it. And it was just like, okay, whatever. I wasn't going to tell people. So I canceled my Facebook. Everything that said my name, I just stopped it. I was like, nope. I have to get a new name for this new journey, for this new me. Because oh my goodness, when I did my Shahada, I was a new person. Like, I was so jittery inside. I was just like, I have to tell everybody, I'm a Muslim. It was just like that crazy. I was so happy. Like, I'd never been so ecstatic in my life. And so, I'm Muslim. And I talked to my good friend who was my witness, and she's amazing. And I've talked to her all the time. I would send her text messages. I would always tell her every time I was like, I'm sorry, but I have another question. And she would always give me more and more information, and I totally loved it. Her family was supportive. They really embraced me. And that was one of the great things that I really appreciate being a revert, is that a lot of people really welcomed me with open arms and really wanted me to ask them questions. They're like, you want to come to this event? Do you want to come here? Okay. I took Islam because, it's numerous reasons. I love it because of the one-on-one contact I have. Like, there's no in between. There's nothing in between. It's me and Allah. When I do my morning prayer, when I do my afternoon prayer, I kind of miss the other two because usually I'm usually getting out of class, going to a study group, and then staying in my study group longer, and then usually making for my night prayer. And, and it's just like, when I do Salat, it's me to Allah. And that's it. Nothing else. And reading the Quran and reading the Hadith and watching scholars on YouTube and also watching all my hijabi sisters, like, all the bloggers and fashion and all that stuff. It's just like, it's amazing. And I just feel like I feel like a new woman. I feel like I'm on a great journey, and I'm excited to see how it goes from here. And so, yeah, that's my story. I hope this explained everything. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to leave a comment below, because I will definitely answer them. And, as much as people want to talk bad about it, I love it. I love Islam. I love my religion. I love Islam. I love my religion. I love the spiritual connection I have. I love everything about it. So, maybe with some people wearing this hijab may seem like a restriction, but I see it as liberation, and I love it. I love this huge step that I decided to take, and all I can, inshallah, I become and grow to be a better Muslim every day. But But yeah, that's it. Assalamu alaikum, and so y'all have a great day.